Okay, we'll get him trimmed up here. First thing that sticks out at you is you don't have anything over here to work with. You can see the difference in how this wall lays to the sole than this side. So you got a horse that has a difficult foot, very hard to balance back up. Got a lot of dead, terrible wall to work with on both sides, and all of that's got to get ground out. Everything that's not tight and that adhered like it should be has to go, because glue doesn't stick to loose wall very well. Your shoe will come off. And these are quite a bit different from the old style of glue-on shoe. Even the way when I first showed Danny Terry. But this new way is very easy to pick up, isn't it, Danny? Remember, you're going wider, but you're going to fill in that area in the back with glue. I went in and glued a racehorse the other day that they had him where he was going straight up and down like a roadster pony. When we got done gluing him, we glued on a set of shoes 2 sizes bigger than what he had on. They got to have something to stand on at the back of their foot. And I know everybody worries about pulling shoes off. He's got pretty good heels. He's got better heels on this foot than he does that foot. That foot, the shoe will be much wider. This one here won't be as wide. There is no set deal. It's a trial and error that you learn, and how you look at a foot and perceive the foot to be medial lateral balance. You know, do you think it is out one side or the other, or do you think it's pretty even? This one isn't horrible. It's not as bad as the left front. But he could be getting off that left front enough to load this one, just because he doesn't like using that side. You see, and he doesn't have anything in here. We're going to build it in nicely with the glue. We're going to really give him a shape back in his quarters. The glue is going to stick to it good. I prep mine with a wire wheel. First thing that's got to get prepped is these clips. Turn them into, we've got to turn them up, and they're pretty hard to get to prep once they're turned up. So I do that first. And if I forgot to mention it, which I probably did, the trade name on this shoe, of course, it's a Victory Elite shoe, but all this that's added to it, the side clips, these rubber pieces, this makes it a Yasha shoe. That's what that Y's for. I just bend those into place just like that, and then you got to tweak them a little bit. This one here is laying up on the patch. Gets to be a little tricky over here. That's how it'll set on with glue. The trick is still getting it all built and the rubber in place and the glue on there and glue all around it, and over here to the foot, it's got to be clean, and get it all on there and get it dry before he puts it down. Keep your wire wheel away from this rubber. If that rubber gets on this, then you contaminate the whole shoe. You can see the difference with the clean and not cleaned area, right? Remember, you gotta watch where you handle your shoes, guys. You don't want to recontaminate what you've cleaned up for gluing. Okay, gotta get the foot cleaned up, and we'll put it in this boot while we mix our glue, and then we'll put it on. towel from Sam's Club. And that terry cloth will help pull any dust off of there. If a foot's been in reducing or any kind of hoof packing and it's greasy out, don't try and glue it in the same day that you wipe that off there. It will not work. So always, if you're gonna glue shoes or rebuild wall, the raw wall is the best. Trial and error. It just takes experience. It's like anything else. You got to do it a while and you learn. There's no set instructions because all feet are different. Exact same except just a different shoemaker, different type of shoe. He had a racing plate on. This is what he got put on right in front of the Florida Derby, about 21 days, and then I redid him 23 days in front of the Kentucky Derby. So they were as far as I know, the first pair of glue-on shoes ever to win the Kentucky Derby. I'm glad they were mine, and I'm glad they didn't fall off. Now you can kind of clearly see what that rubber strip's doing is holding all that glue to the outside and keeping it off the sole. It's going to look like a rim pad. It ain't going up on the front of the foot. It'll be down the side, that's all. No, you can't. This is the one part where you can't really do anything. It's hard working that clip in over that patch over there, but things went my way. Guys, I know y'all have seen a lot of people work with Equilocks. Some of them look like they're handling nuclear waste. You know, you have to make your own mind up how you want to handle adhesive, you know. The companies, they put out fact sheets about the product. I don't use a rubber glove. I've always used this plastic, and you can see I don't have any on me. I'm able to move the glue around, but I can still see it. I can see where I'm going with it, and it makes it very handy to do it that way, believe me. Once you get it worked in where you want, and you can still see through this plastic, see, you can. Don't be afraid. You can lift it up and look all around your shoe, make sure you're here, make sure you got everything right where you want it. You know, it goes right back in place. It works very easily this way. You're going to take it because you're going to burn through it in a second anyway with this heat gun. Only heat the shoe because the aluminum will spread the heat even. You don't want to overheat this glue. You want to let it be curing pretty much like it's supposed to. It's like anything. The first horseshoe you ever made, it wasn't very pretty, and the first one of these you glue on is not going to be very pretty, but you'll learn. You're not going to learn until you put some on. You can see the rubber strip up under there. You put one of these on a flat-footed horse that's been pretty sore, and I'm telling you, it's almost like you're an instant hero. And you can see from this horse, the frog never moves. The rest of the foot is movable. It warps, bends, gets knocked off. It's pretty hot now. This glue's going off. Still a little soft in the toe. So when I cut it in here, he's still going to get the cushion up and down from the rubber, but his heels are movable again. And that's what's making this shoe so successful. But that's a lot of distance that you put between the ground and the foot. So when it gets back there, it'll come right out. The rubber strip's sitting right under there. Groom can just go right around this edge. Stays in there unless a groom catches a piece of it when clean it out. If it leaves out, there's not going to be any problem. It's served its purpose already. The best way to let them go down, because they can slam that toe because they're tired.